So we've seen over the last few years some significant demand in the Inland Empire, specifically with the job and population growth that continues, and it's looking projected in the next 10 years. Continue to see it. We're one of the only markets in California to see positive net in migration, net positive. We know, starting with industrial, which seems to drive all the other commercial product types, currently there's just about 28 million square feet of industrial that will be completed in 2018. And driving with that, and a component to that is also the demand for office and then housing to meet that demand. Currently, there's about 1,300 apartment units that will be completed at the end of 2013, or excuse me, at the end of 2018. In 2019, we're already seeing under construction more than double that, so almost 3,000 apartment units throughout the Inland Empire. And with that, obviously, a component of that is the retail demand. And so, currently in 2018, we'll complete about 2 million square feet of retail, mostly taking place in the Western Inland Empire. And under construction right now, slated to be completed in 2019, is approximately about another 2 million square feet of retail.
Well, I think the commercial industry is quite exciting right now. We are seeing a huge population growth with all the jobs that are being created by the city. 17,000 new jobs in the past 5 years. We're seeing new ownership of the mall, a lot of properties, a lot of new restaurants are coming into our city. And it's quite an exciting time to be. Right now we have over 210,000 people. We're growing at a 5.04% annual growth rate. And around Moreno Valley alone, over 2.3 million people lives around Moreno Valley. So a tremendous population base for commercial growth.
The current commercial client in the Inland Empire has to really consider the workforce that's going to be available for them to build a building. If I'm going to build a commercial building and my business needs 200 employees, I'm not going to build the building unless if I don't have the 200 employees. I got to have the basis covered where I can get the employees to be able to work there. That all comes back down to the housing and what you can do to provide housing for those folks that are going to be coming 10 minutes to work rather than 2 hours to work. And you get a lot better work-life balance, and you got a better employee. I believe in the Inland Empire right now, you don't need to go someplace else as a destination point. You can catch the greatest restaurants in the world within 10 minutes of this place right here. Movie theaters, everything, sporting events. The whole shot is available within just a few minutes of here. So obviously your pro sports and things like that, you've got to go down to LA, but there's a lot less of a motivation to go down to someplace that you can get the same thing right here. I don't need to go down there to provide my entertainment that I could get right down the street from where I live. And that's where I think, that's why I think the amenities, and especially in the Inland Empire, have made a big difference in the last 20 years.
Since I've spoken a little bit about all the other product types, I'll mention office for a second. We're seeing a really kind of a change in the demand of the tenant profile for office. A lot of offices now are giving a lot more flex space, very adaptable, obviously with all the tech demands, but just how the end user or the tenant themselves want that flex space. They want to be able to adapt and change their office environment. They're not using so much specific individual office spaces that are just a shared office environment.
So we're seeing a lot of large Fortune 500 and international companies coming to Moreno Valley or are here already. For example, Amazon, we have 2 facilities here in Moreno Valley. Procter & Gamble is here. Harbor Freight Tool, Aldi Foods, the Western Regional Headquarters is here. Skechers USA, 1.8 million square feet. Also, we have various manufacturers that are in Moreno Valley, such as Simmons Mattress, also Karma Automotive. We're actually making cars in Southern California, and those cars are being made in Moreno Valley. So with a lot of those growth, we're seeing tremendous jobs being created. Also, it's translated into the commercial sector growing. We're building 3 hotels right now, and also our residential sector is growing tremendously. Over 7,000 units of housing under construction at this time, and our homes are still very affordable.